right. Hello, Nurse Coach Tech Mastery. Well, not Tech Mastery. This is the tech support group. This is the free group. Hello, nurse coaches. I hope you guys are having a happy Monday. For those of you who are new to the group, I'll just kind of quickly introduce myself and then we'll um, get into our featured interview today. So I'm Sean Arsenault. I'm a fellow board certified nurse coach. I am like the tech nerd in the nurse coaching community. So that's why I created this beautiful group so that nurse coaches could kind of help each other out in like the technology side of business. And today I am featuring one of my members of my private membership, Nurse Coach Tech Mastery, Connie. If you don't know anything about the membership, in a nutshell, it's just a place where nurse coaches building their private practices can get support specifically in the areas of tech. So like, Google Workspace, social media, Practice Better, like all the different things, Canva. So we have a lot of fun over in the membership. And today I'm featuring Connie. She's a fellow nurse coach. We'll kind of talk a little bit about like where she's at in her practice, but thank you so much for being here, Connie, and being willing to share your experience.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I don't know that I would be here without you because with tech, it would have stumped me. So,
Right, right. Yeah, I'm super excited. So, yeah, Connie, where were you? Well, just give like a little introduction of yourself first and like talk about, kind of where your practice was before you joined the membership.
okay. And I was newly as far as being a nurse coach. So I used to work in surgery. I was a circulator and then I worked in administration for a while. And then when I started in with nurse coaching, at first I didn't plan on having my own practice. I just thought I'd kind of implement it
Mm,
where I was. And then as time went
interesting.
on, I just kept feeling called. And I actually had my first paying client before we even started peer coaching and with our
Nice.
collective. And so I kind of started realizing I was going to have to learn some things about tech. And that
Hmm.
was honestly, that was the most intimidating part to me over anything else. It was just tech was overwhelming to me. And I've
Hmm.
always struggled with it. And so, but I had started, I had had a template to start my website. So I'd had that and kind of had some of that and had clients and been going, but I just knew that I needed something else. And I
Hmm.
know you and I had kind of communicated, just privately back and forth a little bit because I was like, I knew what you could do. And
Yeah.
I knew I needed you, and I knew if I needed you, a lot of other people probably needed you too.
Yeah.
And so I was thrilled when you said that you were going to start up with your
Yeah.
program because it's just amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I remember it was like you and a couple of other nurse coaches, like you guys kind of inspired me really to create this program because of all the questions that I was getting from you guys. So, yeah, you're a big reason why this program even exists, Connie.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so what was probably like the biggest win for you that you've had in your business since becoming a member? Like, was there anything specific that you created in your practice that the membership really helped you bring to life?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's helped me with so many things, and just having you accessible and being able to reach out when I feel stumped with something in so
Hmm.
many different areas. But the biggest thing, the biggest impact that it's had for me was creating my online program.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
really basically used yours as a model.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love what you have, and it just impressed me. And I thought, I want that, but for my clients, for my niche. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to recreate that. And you gave me the confidence to do that, the information to do that, resources. And so I was able to do that. And it was something I didn't know that I would ever be able to do. And now
Mm.
I have it and it's successful and it's a wonderful program.
So cool. I know. I remember you talking about building it and before I know practice because your program is on Practice Better, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So people don't know that you can actually do that and practice better. Like many, like especially new nurse coaches that are coming in, they don't realize that you can build programs and like even like courses and offer your clients all of these different resources on all these different topics and put it together in one place. And Practice Better had just updated their programs feature whenever I came out with the content for the programs deep dive. And yeah, it's really, really cool. People don't know that the Nurse Coach Tech Mastery membership actually was on Practice Better before it was on what it is on now. So yeah, that's so cool that you got to like create a thriving, program from just the information that I had in the membership. What How long have you been running that program for now?
I believe it was January.
Oh,
So,
nice. So it's
mhm,
been a while. Awesome.
yes,
Awesome. Cool.
yes.
Was there anything else in the membership that's been super valuable for you other than creating that program? Like any little tidbits that you didn't really even think about before?
I mean, there were so many things. I mean, like with the templates that you've provided,
Hmm.
well, first of all, I mean, just having the program gave me that foundation to give me confidence, and then knowing that I could refer back to it with because it's
Mm.
my membership, and then but also knowing I could reach out to connect with you. And so it just
Hmm.
gives that foundation, but also just that security that I'm not in this alone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think with the tech especially, like because this is something that like they don't teach, right? They don't teach us in certification. They don't really, like in our business like mentorship program that we were both in, we were in the same container. I mean, they gave us like guidance here and there, but there wasn't really like a how to do this and how to do this, like executing it on like online. So it was kind of like everyone had to fend for themselves, really. And it was, yeah, it's a little intimidating, especially like a brand new nurse coach right out of the gate of certification, starting a private practice. Like there's so much you don't know, and then it can get really overwhelming. And so for you, Connie, I know there's a lot of content in the membership. Like, how did you not get overwhelmed with everything that was in there?
Well, I'm a very organized person. It's the way my brain works. And so I just really started from the beginning and just
Hmm.
worked through. And it was nice because there were some things that I knew. And so I was able to move a little faster through those. And then there were
Yeah.
some I was like, I got to pause. I got to go back. I got to try to implement this while I'm doing. But it was so cool because I was able to do that. It's there.
Yeah.
And if there's ever something that, because some things we're doing every day and we get
Hmm.
used to it, but there's some things I just do one time. And so it's nice that I can refer back to it. So
Mm.
like it was familiar, but I can't remember all the steps. And so it's nice to just be able to go back through all of those. But I
Yeah.
just worked my way through them. There was a couple times that there was like something specific that was immediate that I was
Hmm.
dealing with. And so I kind of skipped to that, but really
Yeah.
I just worked through the program.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you, like every nurse coach has gone through this program so differently. Like there are some who are like you that have gone through like every single one from the very beginning, and then others that have just like literally taken what they need and like completely ignore the rest of the program, which is totally fine. Like it's not meant to be a course that you go chronologically through. It's there to be a resource of, whatever you need at the time in your practice. So I love that you kind of just were able to go through in the way that works for you. Like it's not one of those things. I'm not like grading you guys on how fast you finish the program and like what ones you complete and stuff. Um is there anything that you are super excited about moving forward as a member, or anything that you've been wanting to see?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like you're so thorough and it's like you don't know what you don't know.
Right,
So
right,
I'm
right.
sure there's a ton of stuff, but I mean, I'm just excited with anything that you're coming out because it's all applicable
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it's so easy to use. I love having that membership. I don't even think about it. When I think about the necessities of my business,
Mm-hmm.
your program is part of it.
Oh,
It's definitely.
thank you. Oh, that means so much to me. I'm so like that's kind of what my goal was for creating this membership, was like just having a resource. Because I mean, there are so many other like membership type programs or other programs that help coaches or online like entrepreneurs in that space, but this is very specific to like the nurse coaching group just because um we're a little bit of a different type of entrepreneur, nurse coaches are. So yeah, that makes me really happy to hear that for you, Connie. Anything going on in your world and your practice right now, if members of this community want to connect with you or work with you in some way? What do you got going on?
Oh, yeah. And anybody that wants to connect with me, my website is just
Mhm.
overcomersinhim.com. And so anybody can go there, but I have my online program. I'm starting up a membership. So very similar to what you have.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
starting that up now. And then I'm working on my book. So that'll be kind of tie in with my practice and what my practice is all about. And so I just basically help women to be able to overcome trauma,
Mm,
difficult or abusive marriages, and being able to rebuild their lives. I work with a lot, it's like most nurse coaches, I
yeah,
overlaps in a lot of different areas, but that's my primary niche.
yeah.
And I love doing what I do. Most of what I do is my one-on-one clients.
Hmm.
And then when I first started my program, my online program, you can buy it individually. But
Yeah.
for anybody that books a package with me as a one-on-one, they automatically get that. So it's included.
Awesome. Awesome. So exciting. Oh my gosh, it's so cool to just see like how your practice has flourished. I mean, we've known each other since like the beginning of both of us starting our practices, so it's just really cool to see. So I'll link Connie's website down in the comments if you guys want to connect with her, and if hearing about her accomplishments in her practice excites you and you'd love to create something in your own business but don't really know like where to start with the setup and the tech and all the confusing parts of being an entrepreneur that they don't really teach us in certification or nursing school, I'd love to invite you guys to join the membership. The doors are open. You can join at any time. And I actually just released a little freebie, like a free trial for any of you who are feeling super like unorganized in your practice. The very first module that I have in Nurse Coach Tech Mastery is about organization in your business. And you can actually trial that first module for 2 weeks for free. So I'll also link that in the comments as well. Thank you so much, Connie, for spending some time with me today and just sharing your experience of what it's like being in the membership.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's just been an absolute pleasure to know you, to be involved in all of this with you, but to also know I can just reach out to you and say, I need help.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm here for. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you have a happy rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.